From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And here's Isaiah Pacheco to return it. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. A give right side for Pacheco. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They start the drive with Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
To the air, Allen. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
On play action, Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Perfect execution on that inside handoff, and then a little will, a little brute strength to move forward after the contact.
What do we call that now in today's NFL? Heck, in today's football? Contact balance, right? That's the buzzword, the phrase you hear. A back who can absorb contact, bounce off of it, and keep moving. Just what you said, brute strength, force of will.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle to Davis. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Allen. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. first and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
Cook is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Cook is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Chiefs 0. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. Now Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They're going to look to throw. And Mahomes will do it himself. This will be caught by Brown. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try.
A 62-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed. And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
At the 42-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. They'll try to middle with Cook. And he's going to be brought down at about the 43-yard line. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Handoff, running left is Davis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Allen now looks to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to have a Bills first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground, Cook. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Dalton Kincaid. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss. And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Bills 14, Chiefs 3. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Yellow, yellow.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes swings this out for Hunt. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Mahomes will do it himself. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. 20, 5, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Bills 21, Chiefs 3. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So after the INT, it's Allen. They'll look down the field here for Kincaid. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call...
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. They try again with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Bass on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Bills 28, Chiefs 3. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And takes this near to 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They go play action. Now Mahomes going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now a 2nd and 10. play action. Now it's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Yellow.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they doubled it and get 10 here.
It's a gain of 10.
Mahomes going to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
The City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 16 yards.
Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Mahomes now to throw. He'll try and do this himself. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now here's Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 31 yards. And the Chiefs take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is down to 28-10. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, not giving up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Shakir hauls it in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And Cook has it, left side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Cook with the gut. Down right around the 25. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Allen. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Pacheco gets it up the gut. Now he's free at the 35. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 24. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
42 yards on the play. 1st down, Chiefs.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. A quick throw caught by Rice. Well, the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Butker on for the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Chiefs 17.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. Fighting through, and he's got space. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
31. Chiefs
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. Now Mahomes.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
On play action, it's Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Middle. 319, alert! Get him!
To the air, Allen. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
That's returnable now for Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 104 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
22-yard line.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Allen going to run with it. This taken in by Kincaid. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 10 more there and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bills are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Chiefs 17. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.